Welcome back to Yahoo Finance Live. Checking market action right now. All three major indices are in the green. The NASDAQ, the leader, up about 0.5 percentage point right now as the rally continues. We saw some record highs, but let's talk about cryptocurrencies right now. We have seen some record highs in crypto, as you can see there. Bitcoin soaring today, up about 13%. And other than Bitcoin, we also have Dogecoin also soaring up over 7 cents right now. A nice pop in that cryptocurrency that they received from Tesla CEO Elon Musk. So we have editor at large Dan Roberts here to talk about why Elon Musk is so interested in cryptocurrency. Hey, Dan, so tell us, why is Elon Musk so interested in Bitcoin and in Dogecoin?
Yeah, Kristen, I mean, he has tweeted about both of those a number of times in the last few months, but now this is really the serious sign that he's investing. I mean, it's one thing to tweet dumb Dogecoin memes, which he has done a great deal in the last few days, and that has sent the price much higher. But now the SEC filing today discloses that Tesla in January bought $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin. That's the biggest single Bitcoin purchase by a public company yet. Now, MicroStrategy, which is also publicly traded, now holds more Bitcoin than that, but has done it in a series of multiple buys over time. And of course, as you mentioned, that sent Bitcoin to a new all-time high above 44,000 today. It is remarkable. And you asked me, why Elon Musk loves this stuff. And some of the tweets he has said that it's an alternative to fiat currency. They talk about a similar kind of appeal in the SEC filing, that they're trying to invest in alternative assets for its balance sheet. And I would say that the biggest news here is actually not just the buy of $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin, but that Tesla's SEC filing also says that it plans to accept Bitcoin as payment for its products in the near future. I mean, that puts Tesla in the same camp as PayPal, which of course is planning to start letting people pay with cryptocurrency soon this year, and also just began allowing in its PayPal mobile wallet buying and selling of Bitcoin and Ether. And PayPal in its earnings said that it has been blown away by the activity that it has already seen. So I think it's just the latest big company to show that it's buying into Bitcoin. It shows kind of institutional faith in it as an asset to have on your balance sheet. And that's why you saw Bitcoin go to all-time highs. Musk has been a friend to crypto in the past, but just with tweets. This is a much more serious step.
Of course, you're mentioning MicroStrategy CEO Michael Saylor, who has very famously throughout the years poured billions into Bitcoin. One of the, as you mentioned, largest holder of Bitcoin. I believe he actually has more Bitcoin than the US government. So I want to quickly ask you here, Dan, how much legitimacy do you think this move, as I mentioned a little bit earlier, we've had a lot of institutional moves around Bitcoin, but Tesla is a little bit different than some of these other companies because of Elon Musk and how enigmatic that he is. So how much legitimacy do you think that brings to crypto? And do you actually think that Tesla is going to go through with accepting Bitcoin? Because we have a lot of wishy-washy moves from Tesla throughout the years. So I'm curious to know if they're actually going to go forward with this.
Well, those are good questions, Kristen. And, you ask about the legitimacy. Obviously, we know that Elon Musk's tweets have the power to move markets, but that can be very dangerous. And he's gotten in trouble with that, for that in the past. And so, people who love Musk and people who worship at the Elon Musk altar and are Tesla fanboys, they love this, and it might lead them to buy Bitcoin. It has already led them to buy Dogecoin in the past because of his tweets. But on the other hand, from mainstream Wall Street types, you are going to see some skepticism. I mean, just this morning, we got a note from David Traynor of New Constructs, and that analyst says that he sees this as Elon Musk trying to turn Bitcoin into a meme stock. And he mentions that Tesla was the original meme stock. So buyer beware. So you're not going to necessarily have everyone now say, oh, well, because Tesla and Musk like Bitcoin, let's all rush in. But I'm not surprised that it led it to all-time highs. Now, in terms of accepting it as payment, I always mention that when a company talks about accepting Bitcoin as payment, well, if the price keeps going up, people don't want to spend it. They want to buy it and hold it as an investment and as an asset. So even if Tesla says you can now buy a car in Bitcoin, I don't know if that means people will.
All right, we'll definitely have to wait and see. Yahoo Finance's editor at large, Dan Roberts, thanks so much for breaking all of that down. Alexis